I cannot believe that my first video of 2020 is announcing that Justin Chambers has left Grey's Anatomy. Not that he's leaving at the end of season 16, but that he's already left the show. His last episode was episode 8 of season 16. A fantastic episode, don't get me wrong, but that was not his episode. Granted, Alex did have some really great moments in that episode, but it was 100% focused on Meredith. And then episode 9, there was a quick nod to the fact that Alex went to go see his mom. And that was it. There was no send-off to his character. And that's why this news is so upsetting and disappointing to me and to Grey's Anatomy fans at large, I feel. Now, Justin Chambers, in his press release to The Hollywood Reporter, Entertainment Weekly, Deadline, and even USA Today, the fact that USA Today picked this up means that he is done. Unless ABC Press does some form of release saying, oh, by the way, Justin will be back in a few episodes, he's off the show. Now, Justin said he wants to diversify his career. I understand that. I truly, truly understand. As an actor, he wants to do more projects, but he's been playing Alex Karev for so many seasons. I feel that he should give the fans, and even his own character that he should be attached to at this point, a stronger payoff than I went to visit my mom and who knows what's going to happen. Now, we will know what's going to happen at some point in season 16. My guess is in episode 10 we will find out. But at the same time, the way that this news came about is very, very jarring, and it's hurtful. Like, I love the character of Alex. I think Justin is a great actor, but to have him just be like, "Yep, I'm done," I think is one of the worst things that could happen. The way that it normally does come up, and again, it's still upsetting when it does happen when you know a character is leaving, but you at least have time to mourn it in advance of it happening. So the way it's always done is the actor announces they will be leaving the property, either a movie or a TV show, and then you have a couple months to essentially deal with it. And then there's at least one episode when it comes to TV that gives the character a send-off. With Sandra Oh, when she left as Christina Yang, there were several episodes that were given to her. When Arizona Robbins, or when Jessica Capshaw and Sarah Drew left when they were playing April Kepner in Arizona, there were several episodes that were just focused on them. For example, like even the Wheat Cookie episode, not 100% on them, but Arizona was the catalyst of that whole episode. And then April had a whole arc in season 14 that was fantastic. So, the way it's done is the characters get a lot of focus. Like season 14 of Grey's Anatomy gave a lot of focus to April and Arizona. But season 15 and 16 have given very little focus to Alex. So you wonder, maybe he was getting bored at the end of season 15 and was like, maybe I should be done with this. But again, it just came about all wrong. The way the actor should have announced it is probably in July when they start to film that I want to leave the show. They released from his contract. So there should be some form of negotiation. Or he knew this probably well in advance because season 15 was speculatory to have while season 15 was running, there was speculation that season 16 might not even happen. So, more than likely, when season 16 and 17 was announced by signing on Ellen Pompeo, he clearly didn't sign on for 17 and for only a few episodes of 16. But that still should have been announced to several of us, or to the fan base at large, in July or even August, that he was leaving after 8 episodes. He needs some form of payoff to his character, and I find this departure just very, very upsetting. And it sparks a thought, because what's going to happen with Meredith and Joe? They are the two characters that are most closely tied to Alex, and to have him just written off with no warning makes me wonder what arc these two characters are going to go through. I mean, Meredith's life is really wrapped up with Alex. He's her person, her best friend, and to have him be gone is going to probably send her down a spiraling depression, and it's going to be even worse for Joe, whose life is finally looking great, and then all of a sudden, boom, gone. Now, I would say, the impact of Alex leaving is even greater than the loss of losing Arizona and April, because Alex has been there from day one. He's so involved with Meredith's life. For example, when Kim Raver left the show back at the end of season 8, and granted she came back in season 14, but when she left the show, because she wasn't super connected to Meredith and wasn't in every episode of season 8, and she wasn't in every episode of season 15 either, but because she wasn't connected to Meredith and Alex, you felt a little bit of a disconnect. You didn't really care when she left. You need to have a connection to Meredith to feel the impact. When Yang left, you felt it because she's so heavily connected to Meredith. Same with Derek, same with Lexi. You know, the only exception to this I would say is Arizona and April, but I think it's due to the fact that they had so much screen time and were heavily involved in Meredith's life, but they were like her B friends. It was like the B team. So it just makes me wonder why the show with a character who's as popular as Alex would just do the press release like this so randomly. Overall, I'm very upset by this. I think the impact of Alex's loss will be huge. Will be huge for the fandom. And I'm really curious what you guys have to say in the comments below about Alex leaving the show. I'm very upset that he has left. I was looking forward to season 16 a lot. Season 16 I thought was fantastic. I was really, really into it. We just got the two new episode titles, or a couple new episode titles. We have Help Me Through the Night, which is the mid-season premiere. We have a Hard Pill to Swallow, which is episode 11. And then we have The Last Supper. Grey's Anatomy is going to be, Last Supper is episode 12. Grey's is going to be back next Thursday. I'm so excited to continue reviewing the show because I really do love the show. I think it's so much fun to talk about. But the loss of Alex Karev is a slap in the face. I don't like it. And even Sada Ramirez seemed to be shocked by the fact that he left the show. When she left, we knew it was happening. She had moments in season 12 that made the impact feel real. And then we got to mourn it, and then we're done. Alex is going to ripple. It's going to hurt. And when you stream the show later on and all of a sudden, boom, he's gone, you're going to be like, what the heck happened? Why is he gone? It's very awkward. And I do hope that the show can recover from this. The show is renewed until season 17. I will be reviewing all of season 16 and 17 for sure. I like reviewing it. I like making the videos about it. But I'm really upset and really scared for the show's future. So those are my thoughts. I think the way that he announced leaving was awful. I think the fact that he didn't get any send-off. There should have been some emotional send-off. He should have either been able to go into the sunset with Joe. Honestly, I think having Camilla Luddington leave the show would also be really upsetting as well. But at least if they both left together, you know, they have a happy ending. Now that we have Joe by herself, something bad is more than likely going to happen to Joe. Or he could have died, but again, that's also really upsetting as well. There had to have been either a heart-wrenching death or a heartfelt goodbye. To just have him snap out of existence, that's wrong. That's really wrong. So I do want to know what you guys have to say about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my announcement of this news, and I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.